Hi ladies, and welcome to day 6 of our transformational holistic challenge. Today we're going to be talking about homeopathy and how it can help you and why. So all of the information today is through educational purposes, and homeopathy is just a fantastic modality that I have fallen in love with, and since my days of going to school at American Medical College of Homeopathy, went there for 3 years and I fell in love with it. I also am fortunate enough to been around a homeopath. My mom, she is also an herbalist, and she's helped many people get better through these types of modalities, and I had the pleasure of seeing her and learning from her, and not only doing that, but also internalizing it and using it myself. So though I went to conventional medicine and I studied there, graduated there, I also have both sides of the coin. So I was fortunate. I'm sure many of you have those types of experiences as well. So what is homeopathy? And you might be asking, well, homeopathy is not to be confused with herbal medicine. Homeopathy is through dilution. So you dilute it over a certain period of time, and the more you dilute it, the more potent the remedy becomes. And they also do a process in which they succuss the remedy, and this can either be done manually, or now in modern days, there are companies that have actually machines that can actually shake these remedies. So the more potent it is, the more succussions, the more potent the remedies are. So herbal remedies work a little different, and they're also through vital energy, or through energy medicine as well, but through plants. And you take the root, the stem, and the leaf, and you steep it in either alcohol, glycerin, and the more it stays steeping for a long period of time, the more potent it becomes. So they're basically a little different. Some people use homeopathy, the word I grabbed a homeopathic remedy, but it's really a herbal remedy. So just to give you an idea of the differences and what and how and why people use it, this is what I'm going to go into. So you probably heard, or maybe you haven't heard, the word or the phrase like cures like. I'm not saying homeopathy cures anything. I'm simply using it because it's a definition of homeopathy. And it's a Greek phrase that has been for centuries been used. That word has been used for centuries. It's a medicine that's chosen through symptoms of illness. So it is a proving, or a healthy individual, they would take a proving or record it, and those symptoms in a healthy individual will then be taken to then use in a person with those particular symptoms that are having that illness. So that's what it means by like cures like. Symptoms from a healthy individual is recorded and taken to be used in symptoms for a person who's ill. I'm just going to leave it there. So you might have heard the word balance or equilibrium. Well, homeodynamics works a little similar too. Let's say, for example, you went to work and you're having a very stressful day. When you get home, can't sleep, but eventually you do, and you wake up refreshed and you're feeling fine and you recover. Then you go to work again and you have the same stress ongoing for more than 1 or 2 or 3 days, a week now. Well, now your body, you can't go to sleep. So you're having problems sleeping now. Your body is now out of balance or out of flow, right? So homeodynamics is a flow towards health. You want that constant vital flow through health. And if it's disrupted, then it disrupts homeostasis and it disrupts homeodynamics, basically. This is why homeopaths don't recommend remedies just right off the bat. It's a process that goes through about a 2 or 3 hour consultation, they call it, and they get the whole essence of who you are from your mental, your emotional, and your physical being, your essence. They come up and they repertorize, they analyze through various different remedies, hundreds of remedies actually, to come up with that one remedy that will actually help you in with what your problems are. So basically, if we have 2 people, let's say, that have this similar problems that are going on, but they have different remedies that were chosen. Well, why? Well, it's simply because we know 2 people are alike, and this is why a lot of homeopaths or people in this profession don't just choose remedies and throw out remedies for the sake of just wanting to help you overcome your health. It's just, it is something, it's a process that needs to be done in order to do it right. Because a lot of times these remedies are on the shelves and they are for public health, to buy and help them acutely, which is fantastic for acute symptoms that you're having. But if you're having symptoms for more than a certain period of time, then it becomes more of a chronic situation that might need more. You might need it to be addressed a little more in detail. And this is why throwing out remedies isn't something that is appropriate. So there's a founding father of homeopathy was Samuel Hahnemann, and he is a German physician that was in the 1800s, and he came up with homeopathy, and he basically had this feeling that I've noticed a lot of my patients are not getting their needs met through conventional ways of he believed that it was a bit harsh. So, and that's just history. In history, you can find that out in the books. And he then decided to find a better way by diluting these remedies. These remedies are diluted, so to prevent, the more you dilute it, the less side effects you get. These are just facts that are in books about Samuel Hahnemann and how he derived homeopathy centuries ago. So he then started diluting these remedies, and that's how homeopathy began. So I'm going to give you a little statistics on homeopathy and the history of it. Did you know that there are 100 million people worldwide that depend on homeopathy solely as their medical care. And homeopathy is also used in about 80 different countries worldwide. And United States, people are becoming more aware of homeopathy and its positive effects on the body. So why choose homeopathy? Why choose it as a modality to help you with some of your problems? Well, it's safe. It's also very inexpensive. It has less side effects, and it's known to not suppress symptoms. So basically, that is homeopathy in a nutshell. I can go into detail with it, but if you're not familiar with a lot of these modalities, it might just be a little confusing. So I just wanted to just touch the surface of homeopathy, how it can help you generally. And if you are willing to just be a little more open with this particular type of modality, then go ahead and start reading on it. And I recommend reading places like Homeopathy Research Institute. That's a very good place to begin. So for your challenge today, I want you to be a little open on this. So if you have tried homeopathy before, then take a picture of what remedies that you have used in the past. If you're not familiar with homeopathy, then do a little research, tell us about it, post it, take pictures of remedies that you have used or you may want to use acutely. That's over the counter. So that is my little, I think it's 10 minutes on homeopathy. And I can't wait to see what you guys have in store today. And we will see you back here tomorrow for day 7, our last day of the challenge. So thanks so much for listening. Bye. Bye now.